I heard that there has been a full review on Triluminati Live today, and I heard that a lot of people were going in on ShakaRa, which is all good. That was, to be expected. You know what I'm saying, and these things, yeah. I even heard that some of what was said was bordering, if not fully delving into disrespect. But whether that's true or not, I won't be doing that today. Yeah, I won't be doing that today. I have nothing negative to say about my brothers who engaged in the debate or anybody that was listening for that matter, in spite of my disagreements. Yeah, so we're not gonna engage in a foolishness. All right, tonight. All right, that's not what we're here for, and so we're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna take you through the vibes, yeah, and then we'll see where we go from there. So hit the like button, family, as you come through. It's the first time I've been live in a long time, and it's definitely the first time I'm live for this year when I'm caught at 2022. All right. So I thank you for joining me, and we're gonna get into this now. All right, blessings, blessings, blessings. Big up yourself, Nanifa. Big up yourself, Leo B. Venzen. Big up yourself, A. Zinger. And we're gonna get into this now. All right. So this is how I started the debate.
Shango, Mojuba, Shango. Eri jaja, orishako, erumale, shango, ojuba, erile, waloba, kuso.
Now, the interesting thing, yeah, because I wasn't watching the chat during the debate, right? But what I heard, yeah, and I haven't been able to review this because see it for myself, because I'm not able to watch it, right? But I heard, yeah, that when that played, a lot of people in the chat were saying things like he's casting spells, yeah, he's working voodoo on us. Yeah, and sorry, it's funny. So yeah, we did hear say, them kind of thing did I go on, yeah, and there was a lot of disparaging, yeah, of the praise song that Mama Ella Ando is singing there. Now, because I didn't explain this in the debate, I'm going to explain this now, yeah. It's part of the shegri that was going on in the chat, all right. But that suggests something and proves a point that I was making throughout the debate, right? But I played that to open. Now, this is Mama Ella Andel. Yeah, for those who are unaware, Mama Ella Andel is an African born and raised in the island of Trinidad. She is a Calypso monarch, yeah, and she is also an Orisha practitioner, yeah, in the island of Trinidad. She's one of the leaders, yeah, of the Ifa community in the island of Trinidad. And so she has a number of albums that are dedicated to different Orisha. Yeah, Orisha are the principles and divinities that represent natural forces and principles for human development. Okay, and so Shango, yeah, is the Orisha, yeah, that represents thunder, lightning, fire. In some instances, he's also said to represent leadership, statehood, politics. Yeah, he's also the Orisha of drum and dance, especially in the masculine element of drum and dance. And so the term Mojuba is honor. Yes, it's honor and praise. And so this is a praise song for Shango, yeah, that she was presenting in that particular chant. Yeah, and so people not knowing what it meant, and I heard people say I heard that people have said that they as well as the witchcraft that I was working, yeah, the OBEAH and the voodoo, yeah, that I was working on the people them, yeah, the spell that I was casting on the people them for playing that. Some people covered their ears out of fear that the chant might bewitch their souls. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. And I'm minded by the fact that if I had played a song from any other tradition, I doubt highly that I would have gotten that reaction. There's something about Africans chanting in African languages, yeah, in praise of concepts that come from African spiritual systems that seems to scare people. All right, and and this is like I doubt if I did like a Buddhist chant, because there are chants in Buddhism, if there's chants in Sikhi, yeah, I doubt that people would be covering their ears and talking about its witchcraft, these working spell upon people. But it just goes to show how African spiritual systems are characterized, and knowing that is partly the reason why I started with that. But it was also because I'm a spiritualist, and so we open with a spiritual dedication and invocation. I also open by saying Tendai Mwari, which in the Shona language of Zimbabwe means be thankful unto the Creator. I said Kuzai Mudzimu Mukulu, which is giving praises unto our great ancestors. I said Mojuba, Oludumare, Mojuba, Egungun, Mojuba, Orisha, yeah, which is simply just giving praises unto the Creator of the universe, the divine forces of nature, yeah, and also the ancestors, right? And so just opening a couple different African languages. The second African language there is Yoruba, and so demonstrating in the midst of the presentation there is a unity, yeah, within African spiritual systems in terms of who we praise, how we praise, and why we praise. And so that was the reason why I opened in that way. And I understand that, well, because of the Abrahamic inclination, people heard that and thought that I was casting spells upon people. All right. So if that was your inclination, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? You're entitled to your opinion. Having said that, I personally never said anything insulting or derogatory or disparaging about Abrahamic religions, yeah, in the debate. And there were some things that were said in all due honesty, and this is not a slight against Brother Nuwapi Sniper or Brother Maku, but there were some, I said this in the debate, so it's not new news, but there were some things that he said that I found to be disparaging and denigrating to African spiritual systems. But yeah, it wasn't something that I personally was inclined to engage in. I don't feel like in order to have a debate, yeah, to have a debate, I need to be insulting or disparaging. And so in spite of whether I felt that that was done in relation to African spiritual systems, I was not going to engage in that kind of thing. Big up, Brother Jacob. Is there a canon that's with African spiritual systems? That's a good question, and that kind of relates to where I'm going to go with this in a sec, right? So you might just be patient, and we're going to get there, okay? All right. So I also began by invoking the Pan-African spirit, and this may have added to right after that in the Shango praise. When I say invoking the Pan-African spirit, people might have been running from their screen at this point. All right. Sorry, I genuinely find this funny. But yeah. But the point I was emphasizing here is that religious debate can have a divisionary impact upon African people. And I, as an African spiritualist, as an adherent of Kimoyo, and I will explain Kimoyo later on, as an adherent of Al-Kebula Liberty, which is the spiritual order of the Al-Kebula Revivalist movement, in which I was born, it was important for me to set a foundation, yeah, that makes it clear that I am not fighting against my brothers and sisters in Abrahamic religions, yeah, that I work with brothers and sisters in Abrahamic religions. And in as much as we debate and we have differences, we have those differences in the spirit of love and Pan-African unity. And so it was important for me to affirm that, because people can often be sensitive, yeah, about religious issues. And so I wanted to bring that energy into the conversation. All right. So big up the Orthodox more. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, everybody, it's the first time I've been live in a while. It's the first time I've been live this year as well. But I'm just relating to the debate that I had yesterday on True Illuminati Live. You won't be able to watch it because you have to become a member. Yeah, unless you're a member, sorry, should I say. So do join, yeah, do join the brothers channel and check out the debate and other membership what's it called, content that he has on the channel, right? So we invoke the Pan-African spirit, yeah. Then I wanted to establish the context, yeah, and I established the context by